Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Look Who's Talking Podcast. My name is Onicia and I am your host, and I want to say welcome back to Look Who's Talking Podcast. If you are new here, do me a favor, click that subscribe button, and while you at it, make sure you share, like, and comment. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning back in, and always remember that this is a platform created for your voice to be heard while having hard conversations intended to spread love, encourage healing, and embrace vulnerability. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's just get into the conversation. We actually filmed this episode, but we had a mic issue, so now we have to refilm it. But when we were filming this episode, we kind of just talked about knowing who's not irreplaceable in your life, just valuing people as a whole. Because I know this generation, and I know like social media and things like that right now, like it's all over social media. It's just we kind of like normalize the whole cutting people off the minute they play with you, like cut them off, and you don't need nobody as long as you got yourself and God, like you good and all of that. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about that, explore that topic, because I think sometimes we kind of take that out of like context when we be like, oh, cutting people off and I don't need nobody, and as long as I got me, I'm good. I think we kind of just we overdo it in some standpoint. And when I say overdo it, because I feel like we all need somebody. Like, it's okay to value people and to cherish people. Like, it's okay to let people know, like, I need you. You are valuable to me. You are an asset to me. And I know that is something that we struggle with. I have my moments when I'm like, you know what? Bye, you could go out on it. Like, I have those moments. We all do have those moments. But then it's like, no, you have to kind of take a step back and be like, I'm getting ahead of myself. And so, because we have got so big on this whole one being, one sound, it's about me. It's about me. Long as I got me, like I'm good. And so, I just kind of wanted to just talk about that in the standpoint of like, why do we do that? Like, why do we feel like we don't need nobody? And I feel like if we did not need anybody, God wouldn't have placed people on this earth or certain people in your path, or you wouldn't encounter certain people if you did not need them. And I feel like even just with like friendships, relationships, or whatever it is as a whole, I feel like God has assigned certain people to our lives for certain seasons, and some people are forever. And I feel like when it comes to those type of relationships and those type of people, those people are meant to call you to a higher purpose or help you fulfill your purpose or whatever it is. These people, those are people who are aligned to like the assignment on your life. And we just be so ready to just like cut people off to where we don't understand like what it means to show grace, or what it means to truly forgive somebody, or like what it means to, hey, like, let's just have a conversation, let's talk about it, and like, let's move on. Because I know a lot of times when people do stuff, or when we come into the table and we're like, hey, okay, we need to talk about like what happened or how this made me feel in that moment, we have this mindset of like, oh, I can forgive, but I'm not gonna forget. But it's like, are we really forgiving people if we're still holding on to what it is that they did in the past? Or if a situation occurs again, we're gonna like throw it up, oh, well, you did such and such. Like, is it really forgiveness? I be thinking like that sometimes, because a lot of people struggle with forgiveness. Like, that's a battle that a lot of people have. So for me, I'm the type, I don't really hold on to stuff. Like, I'm the type of person, if we was to get into like a disagreement, okay, you said what you said in that moment. I said what I said. I meant what I said. You probably meant what you said. Hey, let's talk about it, apologize, and move on. But for some people, they like, oh, I'm not forgetting what you said. Like, let's deal with what you said. I'm not forgetting, and I'm keeping count. Like, so for me, I feel like that's not really forgiving somebody if it's like, oh, I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget what it is that you said. And so we kind of take that, and then it's just like, that's just be our way of kind of like silently writing people off instead of like, let's just dealing with it. However, I'm not saying be no fool and just let people just walk all over you and let people just overstep your boundaries and this and that, and you just keep going and you just keep allowing yourself to be hurt or to be stood up or to be stepped on by people. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that like, we can't keep holding on, because sometimes we hurt ourselves more by holding on than letting go. And so sometimes we struggle with letting go. And that's why I say it goes back to like forgiveness. A lot of times we say, oh, I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget what you did. And it does more harm to you than that person. Because then sometimes we be looking for like apologies for people and you ain't gonna never get them, because some people really be feeling like in all actuality they honestly feel like they were right in that moment, or like what they did or what they said, they had a right to do that or they had a right to say that, and they don't feel wrong about their actions. And so if somebody does not really feel wrong about what it is that they did, said, or how they make you feel, they're not going to apologize. They're not going to tell you I'm sorry. And so, however, sometimes in some certain situations, yeah, you do owe me an apology. And we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it, because you are going to apologize for what you did or how you made me feel. But then again, you may not get that from everybody. Everybody is not big enough or man enough to say, hey, I apologize. I'm sorry for what I did, or I'm sorry for what I'm said. I'm sorry for how that make you feel. Some people you're just not going to get that from. And how do you handle it? Like, do we still hold on? Like, are we still holding on to the fact of you owe me an apology and you're not going to give me an apology? Or it's like, okay, cool, whatever, I'm going to forgive you for myself. So sometimes with certain situations, it just be like, I have to forgive you for myself, because if I'm holding on, or if I'm harvesting all of this hurt, all of this disappointment, like it's not doing me no good. It's not helping me. And so that's just sometimes like we started to just like navigate life like that, into where we just started, or we're projecting on, like, because what one person did me, we start projecting this on everybody who we encounter, of like, oh, this person put a bad taste in my mouth, or I had a bad experience with this person. So now it's like, oh, okay, I'm not dealing with you, or I'm not talking to this person because who or what XYZ did. Instead, like, we cannot do that, because sometimes like we close ourselves off to a lot of great people, great friendships, great relationships. Like, we mess it up for ourselves because we're holding on and we're harvesting that hurt, and then we're projecting that on people who God has sent, or who God has aligned them with us, or where we at, or whatever season we in, for these people to help you fulfill this purpose, this calling, or whatever it is that you need to do. And so it's like we're pushing people away, board, because people do one wrong thing, or you see this one red flag, you're like, oh no, yeah, I'm done with that, I'm never doing it. Like, no, like, life is a learning process. And then sometimes it's like you learn people as you go, people learning you as you go. So we can't just be so quick to write them off, or have that mindset of like, oh, it's just me and God. Like, no, I feel like you will fail. You will literally, whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you feel like you don't need people, or if you don't need valuable people around you, or if you don't need this valuable relationships around you, you will fail. Everybody needs somebody, whether it's somebody who is just cheering you on, somebody who is pointing to you, motivating you, encouraging you, helping you succeed, helping you fulfill your purpose, helping you walk out your vision, or whatever it is. We all need somebody. Like, there are just certain relationships that are valuable. These are just certain people who these people are assigned to you in this assignment, in this season, and we need them. And we can't be just so big on cutting people off. And then a lot of times too, like, you gotta check yourself. A lot of times we like to like point the finger at everybody and be like, oh, I cut them off because they wasn't a good friend, or they didn't do this, or they didn't do that. What about you? Was you a good friend? What look like, just let's just do some self-observation. Like, look in the mirror and say, what is it that I could have did? Or how could I have handled that situation differently? Or how can I take accountability? Like, we talk about, oh, holding people accountable, you got to take accountability, but like, are we holding ourselves accountable? Are we taking accountability ourselves? Because a lot of times we don't do that, or we don't like people to hold us accountable, because we feel like, oh, now you judging me, or now you pointing the finger. Like, no, I'm just holding you accountable. I am just reminding you of who you are. Like, there's nothing wrong with friends, significant others, or whoever calling you out on your bull crap. There's nothing wrong with people holding you accountable. Like, no, you was wrong. That's not how you should have handled it. That's not how you should have said it. A lot of us don't like that. And I feel like if you got somebody in your circle who is holding you accountable, hold on to them. Like, those are the friendships, those are the relationships that you value and you hold on to, because those people are going to always remind you of who you are. Those people are going to always be like, no, like, you can't navigate this like this. We're not going to do that. Like, some people, will come around, and these are the people who will help push and promote you. And then we have people in the friendships or the relationships for people who are going to be your yes men, and they just going to agree to whatever it is that you're doing, like the stupidity. They're not going to tell you right from wrong. Them the people you stay away from, because those are the people who are setting you up for failure. Those are the people who want to see you fail. I don't care who you are. If you got somebody who don't never tell you you're wrong, they always make you feel like you're right, them not the kind of people you need in your life. Them not the kind of people you should even want in your circle, because they are literally going to take you downhill spiral. They will literally watch you fail, and they're not going to care. Like, you need people that's going to stop you in your tracks. And a lot of times we don't like that, or we don't like the friends who call us out, because we love to say, oh, they judging you, judging me. No, I'm not. I'm not judging you. I'm just holding you accountable. And if you cannot take me holding you accountable as a friend, then you don't need to be my friend. You're not my friend. Or if I don't want you to hold me accountable, you shouldn't want me as a friend. I feel like with friendships or whatever it is, accountability is important, and you need that in your circle. Why? Because accountability, they're going to tell you when you were in error. They're going to tell you when you messed up. They're going to say, no, you shouldn't have not handled that person like that. Or no, you need to go back and fix it. Or no, you need to apologize. Or you need to say, I'm sorry. And I get it. Like, everybody upbringings are different. Like, a lot of people face different traumas, childhood traumas. Like, we all go through things different. So we all navigate life different, and we see things from a different perspective or from a different lens. Like, I understand that and I get that, but you need people who are going to, again, hold you accountable. And it's not like, and I think I seen a clip or something, don't quote me on the because I might not be saying it right, but they were like, you're not responsible for the trauma, or you're not responsible for the damage that people do, but you're responsible for the healing, or you're responsible for picking up the pieces. And that is so true, because a lot of times some people will come in your life, people will break you, people will damage you, people will tear you to pieces. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to pick up the pieces and move on. It is up to you to repair what people have broken, what people have destroyed. And that's why they tell you got to be mindful of who you allow to come into your life, because some people will come into your life to destroy you, and then they will leave you. You got to deal with all of that. You got to fix that. You got to heal it. So that's why it is true when people are saying, like, you got to have discernment of who you allow in your circle. Yeah, that is true, because people will destroy you, but that healing, that's on you. And if you don't sit down and deal with what has traumatized you or what has broken you, you will be walking around and you will be a wreck mess, and you will be projecting all of that on people. And sometimes you got to grab some people by the hand and be like, look, friend, you got to work on you. You got to go get you some therapy. You got to go get you some counseling. Like, I know XYZ has happened to you. Like, I know you struggled with this, but because I want to see you win, it's time to, you got to go sit down on a sofa and you got to talk to somebody. You have to deal with that, because if not, again, you will destroy everybody that come into your life. God will send some people in your life just to help you heal, just to help you build out the vision, just to help you see it through. But if we have the mindset of, oh, we don't need people, or you are not valuable, we will destroy that. And so you got to know who it is that God is sending to help you, and who it is that the enemy is sending. Because, hey, the enemy will send people in your path. He will send people in your way, in your direction, to test you, to tempt you, to do all of that. He will send people, just as God will send people. The enemy will send people too, but it's just that spirit of discernment. You got to have that on, because some people will come, be in all glitter and gold, and you would think, oh yeah, this is my road dog, and they helping me, and that, yeah, they could be presented that way to you, but behind closed doors, you never know. Something I always tell you, like, I struggle with friendships and things like that. And so, like, the older I get, when I was younger, something my mom used to always tell us, that if you're dreaming about snakes, you need to be careful or be mindful, because that's God's way of warning you that you got enemies, or somebody is in your circle who they don't like you, or they're pretending to be a friend and they're not. And it was just like a while back, I had a dream And the dream I had, it was basically I had seen like a gold snake. It was a pretty, pretty snake in my dream. And it was like I was not scared of the snake or nothing. And then the snake, it presented one way. And then by the time the end of the dream, it had presented another way. And that was just God pretty much revealing in the dream that like you have to be mindful of who you allow in your circle, because sometimes people could come around and they could present like I'm a friend and I want to help you and I want to do this and I want to do that. But those people really be sent to really destroy you. And that's when it comes in Germany. Them the people you don't need. Them the people you need to cut off. Them the people you don't need to show grace to. And so a lot of times it be the ones who present as, oh, a friend and I'm loyal and I'm solid. Them the ones that we keep around. And them sometimes be the ones that you got to watch. The ones who always, oh, they're up to par at 100%. Them be the ones that you have to watch. And so it's just like having that discernment and just knowing who to show. Yeah, you show grace. Yeah, have grace. All of that. But then you have to just know, you have to be mindful of who I'm showing grace to, who I'm giving grace to, like who I need to keep in my circle and then who I need to cut off. But again, I just wanted to talk about that because I see that a lot like on social media. And I just see that a lot, period, from like this generation, our generation. They have that mindset of, oh, I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to do this and I don't need people. I got me, like long as I'm good. No, there are some people in my life who I need. I value them. And if anytime they feel like I'm stepping on their toes, if I did something to harm them, hey, let's just have an adult conversation. Let's just talk about it, apologize, and move on. Why? Because I value you. You are valuable to me. I know that this relationship, this friendship, or whatever it is irreplaceable. And I'm going to do whatever it is that I have to do to fix it. So y'all, let's just kill that mindset. Okay? Because this thing, or we feeling like we got to walk this life alone, or we got to walk this vision alone, or our purpose alone. No, God will send people. God will send people that's designed to help you build. Like literally, he will send people in your path. And if we don't kill that one band, one sound, one man, if we don't kill that mindset, we will be struggling for the rest of our life because we feel like we don't need people. And again, there are some people that you need, and those are the people that is designed and called to you. They are aligned with you. They're going to help you fulfill your purpose and your assignment. So let's just ask God, and in our next season, next journey, whoever it is that he sends in our path, for people that we do have in our path, and we've just been questioning like, oh God, do I need them? Just like, let's just ask God for answers concerning people, friendships, whatever it is, but don't be so quick to just write people off, okay? Got it. Okay. And so that's all I just kind of really wanted to talk about today, because like I said, I had just seen that just be a big thing now with this generation. We be just so quick to cut people and X people out. So y'all, let's give people a little grace. And remember, just because people holding us accountable, they don't mean, that they acting something, they oh, you judging me. That don't mean that, y'all. A lot of times too, because if a friend ain't showing up in one season or this way, y'all, that don't mean they not a friend. They could just be having a lot going on in their life right now. They may need somebody to show up for them, and that's why they not showing up for you. So let's just stop being selfish and things like that in friendships from those perspectives of like, oh, my friend, you ain't do this. I tell people all the time, I'm a very low maintenance friend, meaning I'm not going to be texting you all day. We ain't going to be on the phone. I'm not going to do none of that. But if you need me, I'm going to show up. And so I like in my adult years, I'm very low maintenance. I don't require much from a friend, and I don't want my friends to require much from me. And if you see, or if you feel like I can't fulfill that friendship purpose in your life, that is fine with me. But I tell people straight off the rip, like, look, that's not me. Like, we ain't got to text all day. We ain't got to be on the phone. Like, that's not me. But for the important things, know that I am there. Or whenever you need me, pick up the phone and call me. Hey, what's up? What's going on? But just because we're not talking every day or spending time 24/7, that don't mean I wrote you off as a friend, or if I feel like you're a bad friend because you're not here physically. Because a lot of people can be there physically, but they're not there mentally. So you just have to understand and like know that just because I have you here with me physically, that don't mean you may not be here mentally. So as a friend, I need you to be there mentally with me versus physically. We ain't got to see each other all day or none of that. But when I need you, cool. I pick up the phone. Hey, like I got this thing going on. Literally. Okay, cool. I'm on my way. But this, in my adulthood, I can't say I thank God that now I have those are the kind of friends that I have attract. Like, we don't talk every day, all day. We don't hang. Like, we understand. We got life. We got this going on. But if you call me, hey, I am there. And so we got to stop doing that too. Like trying to putting so much pressure on people to show up and to do this. I feel like if this your tribe, this your circle, them your people, they gonna show up regardless. Like you ain't got to require that from them. Like they gonna know they're gonna do that. It's gonna automatically align. Okay. So yeah, y'all, like let's just stop cutting people off. Let's just show some people grace. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you are new here, click that subscribe button. I hope I said something, encouraged or motivated somebody, or just push people to go and make it right or fix whatever you wrong in a friendship or relationship, whatever it is. I hope something that I said has gave you the reassurance to go and fix it and make it right. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want you guys to remember that this is a podcast, a platform created for your voice to be heard while having hard conversations intended to spread love, encourage healing, and embrace vulnerability. We will be back on Monday, same place, same time with a brand new episode. Make sure you guys tune in. Mwah.